Hello, everyone. I hope you had a very Merry Christmas. I hope Santa Claus brought you everything that you asked for. Today is the first day for most back to work, unless, of course, you have an extended holiday vacation. Today is December 28th. So, since Christmas fell on Friday, most folks had Saturday and Sunday off. And for the majority of Americans, today is the first day for, again, the ones that have to work between Christmas and New Year's for back to work, for back to reality, for a little dose of, hey, got to get back to work. For the ones that are working out of the house, I know a lot of people these days are working from the house, but I also know that 2020 has forced a lot of folks to either lose their job or have to downsize. A lot of business owners like myself have been forced to shut down. So, different situations. But for the most part, I hope that you have received everything that you wanted. And I wish everybody the best of health. Be safe in this coronavirus. And most importantly, I hope that the new year coming up in less than 4 days brings you as much wealth as it can possibly do. I hope that you guys have a plan in this challenging times. But I wanted to start off today with just an address. If you've been following some of the videos that I have been posting in the Facebook page under my name, I wanted to take a step forward and just give you a real quick extension, a quick idea of what I plan to do in 2021. I would invite you to join me in this journey. I'm not trying to sell you anything. I'm not trying to preach anything, but there are some things that have helped me. I am going to be doing some changes for my personal business in 2021. And if you're out there in a similar situation, maybe this can benefit or possibly we can work together. So you have a vision of my desktop. Futsal changes everything is one of my models. If you are not part of my immediate circle that knows me mostly for the past, I don't know, 10, 12 years, running a sports, soccer, futsal specific business, most of people know me by that hat. In fact, if you're going to go online and kind of do a little quick search, if you happen to be on Facebook, I basically run Central Georgia Futsal, which is under Central Georgia Futsal. And we do futsal events such as tournaments, leagues, training. So most of my media circle may know me from there. I also run my parent company, which is Soccer Skills, soccerskills.net. I'm not using these to promote my business. What did I do? Misspell it? Soccerskills.net. I'm not using this just to promote my business or anything of the sort. I'm just using it to kind of establish a little bit of history about me for the ones that don't know me. So on Facebook, Central Jersey Futsal, or as I say, soccerskills.net. Okay. I also have a goalkeeping academy based out of the UK, which is Just for Keepers, the New Jersey branch. Mostly, once again, let me get to the J4K page. So I have a Just for Keepers NJ site, which again is part of my sports network. I am a college coach. I do coach at Widener University. So if you Google me, or if you go into Facebook and look at Facebook under Nico Alexopoulos, you'll see the different hats I wear. But a few months ago, I decided to start a new Facebook page, which is Nico Alexopoulos, which is different than the Nico Alexopoulos page that I have to communicate with my friends. I have started a page, a regular website that my intent is to share and help others with different subject matter. That being help student athletes become better athletes, business people, individual people, people that are looking to possibly make a change. We're not here to sell things. We're not here to promise that you're going to follow us and I'm going to show you millions of dollars. None of the sort. Just here to share my life experiences, the techniques that I've used. As I said, most of you guys probably know me from my sports ventures, if you follow me on Facebook. But a good number of you guys probably never knew that I was a mortgage real estate banker for quite a few years, did very well for myself. Since the market crashed back in 2007, the mortgage and real estate market crashed, I basically decided to get out of the business. I pursued a sports business full-time after doing some brief full-time foreclosure prevention stuff, but pretty much started the current sports business that I have with my niche in soccer and futsal. So, and that's what I'm mostly known for the past decade or so. However, since I was 12 years old, I always had multiple jobs. And when you go to this website, one of the things that you're going to hit right away are two things. One is by Warren Buffett, the other one by Bill Gates. And the theme is that never depend on a single income, which most of us are guilty of, including myself. So I wanted to stress right off the bat that I don't care what's your business. I don't care if you're a self-employed, if you're a business owner, if you work for a company, whatever the case may be. I strongly believe that you should have multiple streams of income. So look, I was 12 years old and I had a paperboy job. That was my first job. And then I started working for a convenience store, but I still did my paper route in the mornings. I went to high school, and then certain days during the week, I worked for this convenience store. So I had two streams of income. Again, in those days, at that age, I did it because I wanted to earn extra money. But as I got older, I realized that, having extra income coming in was always a good thing. So for some of the older friends of mine, you guys know that as the years progressed, I went to school. I did a lot of things. I always had a job. I had a DJing job on weekends while I had a full-time schoolwork environment when I was here in New Jersey. Or some of you guys know that I opened up flea markets on the weekends, and I always had another either job or a side income opportunity, or even when I was in school again here in New Jersey. So the bottom line is that I always did multiple things. So what I want to stress out to everybody out there, regardless of what age that they are, that I am a strong believer and advocate of having multiple streams of income. And I believe that that's not more crucial than in today's environment. And some people that don't have that, or not some, let me replace that word, but most people that don't have that mindset are struggling. Myself included in the fact that I kind of strayed away at times from having a consistent multiple income stream, and I'll tell you what I mean. So for example, one of my passions, and that's why I jumped from, when the market crashed, when I jumped from a banking industry into a sports industry, is soccer, development of soccer players, how they can become, top level players at elite level play in college or pros or what have you. for me, it's a passion. It's not about the money, it's a passion. And I believe that if you lead with your passion, the money will always follow. Okay. So I still was doing, once the market crashed, because of my knowledge of the mortgage process, because of my contacts with multiple attorneys, I was doing foreclosure prevention work for a few years, meaning that when the market exploded with all the foreclosures and everybody was advocating to go through a process of redoing your loans, okay, we were advocating that, hey, let's take a look at your mortgage, find out the discrepancies, and see if we can go through the legal system and fight it that way. So there was not a lot of people that were doing that because they didn't know how. Again, once again, because of my background, I was doing that as well. But at the same time, I decided to get involved in the sports soccer niche because my daughter at the time was very young. I was always taking her to soccer practices and whatnot. And before you knew, people started to know that my background in soccer. I started helping coaches. Long story short, before you know it, here I am in a full-fledged sports business. Somewhere along the line, though, I dropped the ball, meaning that my real estate opportunities I was working on, I was not consistent with it. In other words, instead of doing, 2-3 things at the same time and doing them well, I focused so much on the soccer aspect, on the futsal aspect, that at times it got in the way of, again, being more financially responsible in the other opportunities I was doing. And I'll get into it real quick. But again, times change, and you go through ups and downs, and you reevaluate your business situations. And I think that's something that even if you don't own a business, it's something that people should learn. If you work for a job, you should always constantly reevaluate your financial status, where you are, what you're doing, what you're doing well, what you're not doing well, what you need to improve. Do you have more debt? Do you have, less debt with more income? How can you invest that income? And all kinds of different things. But I think that we kind of lose sight. And how can we make it very, very simple? So moving forward in 2021, especially being that I'm a small business owner, and this shutdown in this past year of 2020, it has affected me as a small sports business owner, just like it has affected a lot of other business owners. I don't have a steady job, and I don't derive a steady paycheck. I do have income coming in from other streams of income, of other opportunities. But when it comes to my sports business, it has been affected. When New Jersey shuts down, my indoor futsal business has an effect on that. Today, we hear that Governor Murphy may come out and continue this temporary shutdown that he has imposed on New Jersey. So my sports business could be affected for another, period of time. I don't know how long. The point I'm trying to make is, if we only have one stream of income, we're done. And there's a lot of businesses that are in that situation. They are restaurateurs. They might be coaches like myself, which I've spoken to, in the last 3-4 weeks, having conversations with other trainers and coaches in my field, and we compare notes. And there's a lot of people that's all they do. They just do training. So for them, being shut down or having to go and train outdoors, as some companies now are advertising to go outdoors, it's going to have an effect. They may decide not to do it because it's too cold. If they do it and it snows, that's going to shut things down. I mean, the almanac, which, by the way, I had out earlier today. I was looking at the almanac here in New Jersey. They're forecasting a pretty bad winter in New Jersey. If they are shut down because of snow or the conditions, if you guys want to Google Farman's Almanac 2021, they're forecasting a bad winter. So that could have an effect on those coaches, where they may not be able to go outside and train. Do you want to go outside and train in 10-degree weather? I guess if circumstances force you, you have to. But if it's snow and this and that, that option might be gone. So what do you do? What do you do? Once again, having multiple streams of income, maybe some opportunities that are online. And nowadays, because of this unprecedented time that we live in, more and more people are working from home, or they are going to be looking come New Year of opportunities of ways to work out of home by the computer because they're forced, not because they want to. And this is where I'm going to go in 2020. As I said, my futsal business and soccer business is not shutting down. I still have a business. We still do training and all kinds of things, but it has been affected partially because of the shutdowns in New Jersey. And who knows what's going to happen in 2021? Could I rely on that income alone? I haven't had a coaching position at my university because they shut down our season. And although I'm still employed by the university, I don't get a paycheck because they don't have a season. They are predicting that we may have a spring season. But again, it's unknown. There's way too many unknown variables out there. So what can I do? So on my page that I have been working on my website, which is Nico Alexopoulos, and you guys can see the URL up here, okay, for the spelling. I've actually put 3 things that I have been doing, okay? One thing is in the real estate space. One thing is in the investment space, which I think, and I've been doing this. It's a business / future retirement, and this kind of started with me. To be honest with you, I don't recall how I came across this opportunity, but I started about 5 years ago, and it's something that it's on autopilot and it's growing. Again, the purpose of this is more for retirement, for you guys retire, than to make money today, if that makes sense. But there is a piece that you can utilize to grow that retirement fund. The most important thing that I see out of this business is that something that most people lack. Most people do not invest, and I actually have spelled it out here. They do not have any knowledge of the market to invest. They don't have enough money saved up. Most investment companies will ask you for $1,000 to $3,000 to start an investment portfolio. They may not have a 401k or a retirement fund at their job, So what do? A lot of people just never start investing. So there's no knowledge of the market, which, by the way, I don't have personal knowledge. They don't have a minimum investment of $1,000 to $3,000. And, they never start. So I have this piece here that I would like to cover. Again, I'm not going to cover it today. I just want to give you an idea of what I'm doing and where I'm going with this. There's a piece here that basically evolves around real estate where you are, there's going to be opportunities coming up in 2021 because of the times that we live in, because of the shutdowns, because of, taxes and mortgages and other things possibly becoming delinquent, and other funds that are just laying around and people are not claiming them, or being foreclosed, or being behind on their payments. So there are opportunities for someone who's looking to help people, of course, but at the same time make an extra income out of their homes in front of a computer, while possibly they're having still their job, or if they lost their job, or if they've been downsized where they're only working part-time. There are some good opportunities. And lastly, the top 2 are basically opportunities with the digital space, digital marketing space. Over the, I don't know how many years now, people are always asking, who makes my images, all these images that you guys see on here, who makes my images, who makes the videos that I make. I pretty much record every training session, more or less, that we have with my company, the leagues, and then we make videos out of them. People have asked me to make videos, and pretty much I have software, I have ways to make those videos. And one of the things that I always said is, instead of going out and buying something retail, why not find a way where I can buy a wholesale? So part of my business has been where, if I need, for example, training cones to do my training, instead of me going to, Walmart or Dick's and buying train codes at a retail price, I would find a company where I can buy wholesale cones. I buy wholesale cones, I use them for my company, and then I would sell them and also derive an income. Same thing if I needed, hurdles, or if I needed soccer balls, futsal balls. So in our league, we give away futsal balls to all the players that I train. So instead of just going out and buying XYZ balls that I needed for a retail price, I have become a wholesaler, so I get a cheaper price, and I give them to my players as a courtesy and a thank you for joining our training companies. But I also sell them online, and we derive an income out of that. Same situation with his digital products, more or less. So if you're somebody who creates websites for their business, if you're paying somebody who maintains your website, if you have a emailing service, until recently, and I still have not discontinued the service, only because there's some work to be done. I basically use Aweber as my email provider. That's how I communicate with all my clients. So now I have another opportunity through this platform where I can have email, I can have video making tools, I can have content tools, I can have web pages, I can have pretty much any kind of tool. There's over like 40 tools in this particular platform that I use. But guess what? Not only do I use them, and believe me, it's a lot cheaper. So just to give you guys an idea, price-wise with Aweber, for the amount of emails that I have every month, I basically spend about $195 for my software making, software for a company that I use to integrate into my web page. So if you go into Central Georgia Futsal, for example, right away when you land on the page, let's see what happened. Central Georgia Futsal. My machine is a little bit stuck. Oh, that's nice. Here we go. It's thinking. So if you go to the Central Georgia Futsal, if you wait a couple seconds, a little symbol pops up, and it says kids over families. I'm sorry, kids and families over profits. Wrong thing to say. Have a question, text us now. So you click on this and you write your question and your phone number, and then a text will go to your phone number, saying thank you for the inquiry between the hours of 8 in the morning and 8 at night, and we'll communicate with you via text, which I'm sure most of you guys are getting text. In fact, if you're like me, you're getting an abundance of solicitations through text. But digital marketing has gone from email to texting. And there's a lot of reasons behind that. I'm not going to get into it. What I'm trying to establish is that I use this platform with all these marketing tools, and a lot more tools that I need, but I'm paying a fraction of the price. So just to give you an idea, this texting tool that I just mentioned, that I showed you guys, it cost me $200 a month. Now I have my email platform. It's another $195 a month. If you take my video, my picture, my this, my that, the processing that, I'm making this video now on WeVideo. At the end of the day, I am probably spending well over $1,000 a month on just tools to run my soccer, futsal sports business. Just like if you were to have a restaurant or a dry cleaning store or a, garage or any kind of business, you need some tools. Some actually use marketing tools more than others, but you always need tools, and you have to pay for them. By the way, there are a lot of people out there that, in my opinion, do not do a very good job of marketing because they think that, the internet's still a thing of the future, and they do, business word of mouth or what have you. In my opinion, if you're not online and you have a business, you're definitely missing a huge opportunity to be in front of your customers and communicate with your customers and all the benefits that come from the internet. So trying to make this video not as long as as it's going to. My future in 2021 is to do a better job of using these three venues of income, especially in the real estate sector, in the real estate space. And what I am looking personally for my business is to, I was originally looking for 3 people that will come and work with me. Again, I'm not trying to sell you anything. I'm not asking for any money. There is no investment. It's a opportunity to work. And there's a compensation, of course. You work out of your house with a computer on your own time. I'm looking for full-time people, meaning that there's got to be at least, when I say full-time, I mean that you don't work just, an hour this week and an hour next week. I'm looking for people that are looking to put in at least 25 hours, 20 to 25 hours per week on this, because, again, if I want to give you the work, this is what I need. I need at least 20 to 25 hours of productivity from the people that I work with. I was looking originally for 3 people. Right now, I have found 1, so I'm looking for 2 more people. After January 1st, we will start working together. I will show you what is expected of you, what to do, and compensation and all that good stuff. In order for you guys, if you're interested in something like this, if you go on the website here, the second link you click on here, get in touch on my emailing list. It's a first come, first reply situation, basically. So once you reply and get on the list, I will get back to you and tell you what this, I don't want to call it job. I hate the word job. What this opportunity entitles, the hours, as I said, about 20, 25 hours a week, and the compensation, and take it from there. I can tell you that it's in the real estate space. You'll be working with tax liens, tax deeds, and I will tell you how to approach it and what I'm looking for. The compensation, by the way, is very, very good. A lot better than, let's put it this way, depending on how well you work it, you will make a very, very good income in 2021. And from there, if you want to get involved, obviously, in the other things that I do, you're more than welcome. I can show you that well. But this is what I'm looking for personally. I'm looking for somebody to work with me in that particular piece of my business. So what this video started as basically showing you, what I'm planning on doing in 2021. The thing that I want to focus, and what I want to show others, and I'm going to be making a lot more videos in 2021 because I am going to bring this part of my business to light. So as people know me, as working with Central Jersey Futsal and training and soccer and all that good stuff, they don't know all the other stuff that I do. So I want to bring that out for number one. Once again, I'm not looking to sell you anything. There are opportunities that you can buy stuff from me and I will make an income, but I'm not looking to sell you anything. I'm not really looking to, sign up people and all that. I'm not going to tell you that you're going to make $1 million. You're not. There is work involved. You're not just going to, come and work with me and your paycheck is going to be, thousands and thousands of dollars. No, there is work to be done. But if you're looking for a sincere way to either supplement your income or possibly switch to something, I would love to hear from you, either on my Facebook page, not the Nico Alexopoulos Facebook page where I interact with my friends and all that good stuff. Please find the business page, which is, it looks like this. It's Nico Alexopoulos, and it's the at Nico Alexopoulos Entrepreneur. Okay, please look at that. You can either Facebook me through here, and I'll we'll set up a a call, okay? Or you can go on the website, click on this particular link right here, learn more, get yourself on my list. And after New Year's, I will start contacting. As I said, I was looking for 3 people. I found somebody, 2 more people that are willing to work with me, and we could possibly have a fantastic 2021, which will erase the memories of 2020. As I said, have you been, impacted? I think we all have, one way or another. We have all been impacted by this terrible 2020 in one way or another. So this is it. Look forward to hearing from you guys. Please share this. I'm going to be posting on YouTube again, other videos coming 2021 in specific for every single one of these things, and also what I'm doing. So you guys are going to be kind of looking over my shoulder and see what I'm working. Either one of these back office streams of income that I work with, or my futsal stuff. One of the things that we talked about with some of the coaches colleagues, should I say, is the fact that we're able to generate leads. So if you come to Central Jersey Futsal, I'll just give you a little nugget. Right, there are leads that we generate that most people don't know how to do. So, for example, let's see if this is going to load up quick enough. There we go. So here's some of the leads that I have. Today we had one. Actually, I should not be posting this with emails. I want to try to blur that out. But you can see that, there's tons of leads here that we get. I mean, tons, when I say, you get a good amount of leads every day. We're getting some quality leads. Once again, you're not going to be getting, massive amounts where you're going to make millions of dollars. None of that. I'm a real person working, in real time. But I do have a way to generate business, and I would love to share that with people that are interested in. And as I said, in my space, coaches and trainers have been impacted by this economy. And if you are one of those people and you're looking to find a way of how you can bring more customers in, I can show you how. I have a way of doing it on Facebook. It's not a course, it's not a course that you're going to pay for, whatever. I can show you. I can show you how to do it. Okay, that's it for now. I look forward to making more videos for you guys. I look forward to hearing from everybody. Meantime, if I don't get to speak to you before the first of the year, I hope you guys have a fantastic 2021. 2020 definitely did not work out, at least not for me, not the way I wanted to. All around in general, yes, some of the things that I do on the back end are still doing well. But, personally, as a small business owner for my futsal sports company, I did have a lot of challenges. So looking to improve and tweak those challenges. So 2020 is not a repeat of 2021 is not a repeat of 2020. So I wish everybody a happy New Year's. Stay healthy. Make your plans for the next year, and hopefully we can do it together. Have a great one. See you on the next video. Please share this, by the way.